Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be doing some shorter-term technical analysis on Bitcoin, because as you guys may know, and hopefully you do know by now, because if you didn't, you definitely missed out, Bitcoin has had a major rally, all the way up to about $11,500 as of recent, and in this video, we need to discuss the TD sequential. Guys, we've talked about the TD sequential a couple of times here in the last couple of weeks on Bitcoin, because as you will probably already know, Bitcoin has had a 9 flash on the TD sequential. The last 3 days have seen a lot of sideways movement on Bitcoin, and right now Bitcoin is testing some important support levels. Bitcoin needs to have a correction, the likes of which we will outline in today's video, or we are going to be in big danger of a much larger correction, because ignoring the TD sequential normally is not a very good idea. Guys, you're going to want to be updated by what is going on in this video, so I encourage you to watch all the way until the end, because later on in today's video, we're also going to be discussing none other than your favorite altcoin lately, Ethereum. Guys, we are going to be talking about the big, the bad, the ugly. It's actually kind of pretty, Ethereum, because ETH, guys, is going absolutely nuts, and I want to update you guys on the technical landscape over there, because my Ethereum investments, oh, they're paying off. I got hinted down to like 120. I'm happy. I'm a happy man right now. Guys, it's going to be a great video. Before we dive on into it, I do want to mention that today's video is sponsored by our Bybit referral link down below. If you guys would like to get started trading with leverage on Bitcoin or Ethereum, and you think you're ready, you think that you've had enough experience in the market to not get burned in a 100x leverage trade and get liquidated, then consider joining us with the link down below. Fair warning to everyone, leverage is dangerous. Make sure that you're not being stupid with your money. But more on that at the end of the video, guys. For now, though, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. I'm very excited about today's video, everybody, so if you are also excited about today's video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below. Thank you so much, because yesterday we hit 14,674 views and 1.6k likes. Thank you so much for that, and also thank you for the almost 600 comments. This is nuts. Really appreciate the support, so let's go ahead and, jump on to the chart. Let's do it. Lovely. Cool. It may pain you to know that Bitcoin is now trading below $11,000, and, that's not really the end of the world, but we're all entitled to cry a little bit about it, because I was really enjoying seeing an 11 in front of Bitcoin's price, but we'll get there. As you can see, the last 3 days or so on Bitcoin, we have been flagging out, and this is a very good thing, because Bitcoin needs to correct, because Bitcoin, as you will probably already know by now, has a 9 flash on the TD sequential, and this needs to be dealt with. Unfortunately, because of this stupid green candlestick right here, we are still overextended, and the TD sequential has not reset, meaning that for the TD to reset, we need another red day on top of today's red day to be able to reset the TD sequential. Unfortunately, I don't have time in today's video to get into exactly how TD sequential resets, because it's a complicated mathematical algorithm. It's not something that's just very apparent, but needless to say, the fact of the matter is that Bitcoin needs to have a reset, and if it doesn't, here's what might happen. As you guys can see, down here on the hourly chart, we've actually just seen a bearish cross between the 20 EMA and the 50 SMA. You might think, oh, it's the hourly chart, it's not that big a deal. But if you look back, the last time these two moving averages crossed was actually almost a week and a half ago. Back here on the 19th of July, this is where we had our golden cross. So this is actually pretty significant that Bitcoin has had this bearish cross right now. And also down here on the hourly chart at the time of recording this, Bitcoin is rejecting from here. We also set a relative lower low from this low down here, meaning that we now have a pretty well-defined uptrending level of support. Hopefully we'll test it again and confirm that. We also have a very well-defined downtrending level of resistance, which means that we are now, guys, in consolidation and pennant and flagging, which is actually a good thing, because if we flag out long enough, that will also reset the TD sequential and will also help to reset our massively overextended RSI, which is currently coming down, but is still sitting at 75. The simple fact here, guys, is this. Bitcoin is in a flagging pattern, and just as we saw in our longer-term flagging pattern right here, sometimes when you have a massive rally, you're going to have a massive bit of sideways trading proportional to the size of the rally. As we saw 2.5, 3 months of sideways price action here, we very well may say 2.5 or 3 days worth of price action trading to the sideways in this consolidation pattern, because as you can see, this actually comes to a head on the 2nd of August, which is 3 days from now. We've just rallied 25%, and I think that it would be very healthy for us to go ahead and trade sideways from here for the next several days. From there, you guys already know my price targets. The next major one is up around 11.7 to 12.1 based on previous resistance levels. But guys, I'm cautioning you here, even though Bitcoin is very bullish right now, we've just technically confirmed a bull market, which is absolutely awesome. That does not mean that a big downtrend couldn't start. In fact, just to give you perspective on this, it's very possible that Bitcoin pulls all the way back down here to $10,480, a 5% correction in the next few days, and bounces off of these support levels. That would actually be a very good thing for the long term on Bitcoin. But if you're not careful and you're in a leverage trade over on Bybit or something, you're going to get liquidated more than likely, because I bet a lot of you guys are in 25x trades right now. Tell me I'm wrong. I bet there's at least like 50 of you watching this video right now that are in a 25x long and you're hoping Bitcoin breaks to the upside. That right there is called being dumb with your money. Look, guys, my job here is to shoot you as straight as possible, because the mission we have here, this channel, is to teach you guys and inform you guys so that you're able to be the most profitable in cryptocurrency markets. And to do that mission justice, I need to make sure you're aware that Bitcoin could healthily pull back 5%, and even still unhealthily pull back another 15% on top of that, and we might still be in bullish territory. It's my responsibility as an influencer here on the platform to make sure that you guys are aware that just because Bitcoin has already rallied and we're in a sideways trading pennant right now does not necessarily mean that we're going to break to the upside. We probably are. I think we are. Statistically speaking and historically speaking, we will, but that doesn't mean that we're going to for sure. So number one, make sure you are using stop losses. Number two, since we're in a pennant, in my opinion, this is not financial advice, it's simply my opinion, which is what you came here for. I don't believe it's a good idea to be in a trade right now, because we have a defined level of support and we have a defined level of resistance, which I've shown you earlier in the video. Because of that, why would you be in a sideways trading trade when you could wait for the breakout and then enter the trade as soon as the breakout comes? These are not trend lines that are up for debate. These are very, very, very obvious trend lines that everybody is going to have on their chart very similarly, because they are coming from wicks. And there's only 2 on each of them, so there's really no variance. If you're in a swing trade right now and you're planning on being in this trade for the next few days, I want to ask you why. Why would you enter a trade right now when Bitcoin is sideways? And even though we were bullish up to a day and a half ago, now we're in a sideways market. Why would you still be in a trade? Now, look, I understand if you're trading the volatility inside the pennant pattern, that's one thing. But if you're already deciding, okay, Bitcoin's going to break to the upside, I'm going to enter my long right now, get in $200 lower because I'm a baller and I want to make sure that I have the biggest possible profit so I can flex on my neighbors. If that's you, I'm really concerned for you, because there's no real good reason to be in a trade right now. To illustrate what I'm talking about, guys, we know that our next major resistance level is up here. I would personally think it's the best idea to enter a trade right here and then have part of your exit price up here around $11,750, and then another third of it, you'd be exiting a third at the beginning of this zone, the other third closer to the top of the zone, and then let another third ride up there around 12.2 is where your second third would go, and then your stop loss would be sitting here around $11,200 with an entry price of about $11,430. A lot of you guys are going to be doing something like this, where you're entering right now down here around $11,000, and then you have your stop loss below the uptrending level of support. And you might look at this on the surface and say, look at this risk to reward ratio, Jeb. Is this not much, much better? Do I not have much, much more room to gain if Bitcoin moves to the upside? Yes, you do. But because Bitcoin hasn't confirmed a trend, you're adding a lot more risk that Bitcoin's going to break to the downside as well, based on everything we've talked about earlier with the TD sequential and with the RSI being overextended. Why are you in a trade right now? Because I know I'm talking to the people that are in trades right now. Tell me in the comment section down below. Jeb, I've already entered a long trade. I'm already expecting Bitcoin to go to $12,000, $13,000. I've already entered the trade. I'm just gonna be awesome. You know, that's how I roll. I just do it. I'm just a baller. That's just me. Tell me in the comment section down below if that's you right now, because I really don't want to come to your, you know, like your Bitcoin memorial when you've lost everything and gotten wrecked because you entered the trade at the wrong time. I'm saying it because I love you. I just want you to be careful, because there are a lot of people that are going to get into a trade like this, and yeah, they might be fine. Yeah, you might be fine doing this trade because Bitcoin's probably going to break to the upside after 2 or 3 days of consolidation. But eventually you're going to do what I just showed you about entering the trade before the breakout, and you're going to get burned, and you're going to get liquidated, and you're going to get wrecked, and then you're going to get discouraged, and then you're going to leave. And then that is your exit from crypto. I've seen it happen so many times, and I don't want it to happen to you. So that's my 2 cents on the crypto market right now. I do think that Bitcoin's going to break to the upside, but we don't know that yet. So why would we be trading as if we knew that? Do you understand? Why not take a little bit less profit potential and massively reduce our risk, while also allowing us to have a tighter stop loss with a level of support to define said stop loss? It really just makes a lot more sense to me to do it that way. I'd love to hear your opinions on that in the comment section down below, though. Moving right along here, though, let's go ahead and jump on to the Ethereum chart. Something that you're going to find right off the bat with the Ethereum chart is that ETH is in the exact same situation that Bitcoin is. It's flagging. The interesting thing about Ethereum, though, is that this consolidation pattern is coming to a conclusion much, much sooner. We can already see the volume tapering off. If we zoom out, we can see just the same way that Bitcoin did. We had a golden cross down here between our 20 and our 50 on the 4-hourly, and we rallied about 30 or 40% depending on where you measure. Ethereum, as you guys know, has been popping off like a popcorn kernel lately, and for a little while there was actually leading the biggest gainers over here on CoinMarketCap. And I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't get quite as good of an entry on Bitcoin when it crashed, but I did get a good entry on Ethereum, and I'm sitting on a decent size investment from down like around $130. Very happy about that one. But guys, look, just the same way that Bitcoin is doing, Ethereum has broken a long-term downtrending level of resistance with a touch right here, a touch right there, and then all these touches on there. Doop, 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 doop. Ethereum was touching this over and over and over again, and we did break it with a 40% rally. Remember here, this is the log chart. On the linear chart, this looks even more spectacular. Not only that, Ethereum has broken a flat level of resistance here around $280 on the USD comparative, and two levels, one around 2.5 million sats right here, and then another one around 2.8 million sats. Needless to say, Ethereum on both the Bitcoin and the US dollar chart is looking very healthy. We're setting higher highs and higher lows. We're putting a new bull market and uptrend into effect. And quite frankly, with everything that's going on with DeFi and all the decentralized applications and all the projects going on behind the scenes with Ethereum that I'm not going to get into in this video, the fundamentals and the foundation for Ethereum look phenomenal. I'm very excited about this project, which is why it's one of my bigger altcoin investments. Something to point out on Ethereum is that in the same way that is happening with Bitcoin, volume has been massively moving to the upside. But you'll notice Bitcoin has not had such a comparatively massive jump in volume as Ethereum BTC and Ethereum USD both have. And guys, another cool thing about Ethereum is that it actually never really stopped moving to the upside and flagged out too much the same way that Bitcoin did. We had our bullish crossover here, and we almost crossed to the downside, but we didn't, and Ethereum now has these two moving averages diverging in a very bullish way. Ethereum, by the way, exact same situation that Bitcoin is in, is massively overextended, sitting at 80 on RSI right now. Stochastic RSI is obviously sitting up here. MACD is converging in on itself. Guys, the Ethereum chart looks very, very similar to the Bitcoin chart right now, and the reason I'm not going to spend a ton of time on Ethereum is because most of the technicals that apply to Bitcoin also apply to Ethereum. They're mirroring each other right now. They're matching each other right now. But something I want you to look out for over the next several weeks on Bitcoin is the altcoin dominance. Specifically speaking, the decline in Bitcoin's market dominance. As you can see, Bitcoin market dominance is sitting at about 62.6%. And if we look at the chart here, that has been declining for the last year from around 70% and a lot more rapidly from about 65% just a month ago, down 3%. All of that money is going into the altcoins, Ethereum and the other alts. The reason that that's significant is because when Bitcoin is in a rally, people are more confident in Bitcoin, and because they're more confident in Bitcoin and people in crypto are naturally more risky investors, they're going to look for more risky, higher return investments like that guy that was putting a trade in before the level of resistance was broken earlier on in the video. And because there's so many chads in the cryptocurrency market like that, a lot of people start putting their money into altcoins because, hey, yeah, they're higher risk, but we're going into a bull market. Altcoin's going to bring 1,000% return. Bitcoin might bring 250. Cool beans. I'm going to buy some altcoins. I'm going to buy some Ethereum. I'm going to buy some Aave. I'm going to buy some Ethereum or Chainlink or Litecoin or what have you. And when you see a bull market starting, you typically see the volume of the market capitalization, of altcoins rallying because of that. It's normally a precursor and an early warning sign that at the very least a massive rally, or at best a bull market, is forming on Bitcoin and the total crypto markets. And the fact that we're seeing that is a very good sign. So guys, keep that in mind. I think market dominance on Bitcoin is going to continue to go down because, quite frankly, I think Ethereum is going to continue to moonshot. I could easily see Ethereum trading over $1,000 in the next 12 months. So I'm very happy that I have some from down around, like 135. Anyway, guys, that's my 2 Satoshis on the market. I got my beard growing out. I'm kind of rocking the Steve Jobs look right now. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I need to shave. I need a haircut also. I've just been so busy. But, yeah, I'm going to get a haircut. Just let me know. Tell me what kind of style you think I ought to get, because the last time I got a haircut was right after I did the face reveal on this channel. The last time I got a haircut was last November. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty funny. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. I'm really pumped about what's coming here in August and on into September, guys. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and you're about to see a lot of them coming up pretty soon. I know I've been saying that for a while, but guys, you're going to start seeing a lot of what is going on behind closed doors here on the channel in the next several weeks. So look forward to that, guys. There's a lot of development coming. We're going to have 50K subs before we move into the office, which is nuts. We're shooting for 75,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and that plaque coming up in the spring of next year. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below, guys. Like I said, thank you so much for 15,000 views yesterday and 1.6K likes Loving it every day. We're having fun here. Guys, if you did enjoy today's video, like I said, hit that like and subscribe button. And please tell me what you thought in the comment section down below of what we talked about today. I do try and read every single comment. Some of you write me an entire book or a novel or a narrative or like an AP English exam, and I just can't read all of it, but I do try. So if you really want me to read everything you say, try and keep it a little bit shorter because we're getting to the point where we're having like 500 comments and I just can't keep up. But I do try. So guys, that is going to wrap it for today's video. Like I said, if you were interested in leverage trading, because there is a lot of money to be made doing it, but it is a lot more risky, so make sure you're being careful and not being one of those guys that's making silly trades. If you are interested in leverage trading while also helping to support this channel and the efforts that we are putting in to bring you guys higher quality content, you can use the Bybit referral link down below. That does help out the channel if you would like to do so. Of course, you don't have to, but it's down there if you'd like. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. But before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.